Is 2022 the year that you should pull the trigger on buying a house? Or is it the real estate bubble about to pop, which could plunge prices to allow you to make the housing deal of a lifetime? There is a new information on home prices just released that you have to know about before you make that decision. My name is Ron Cohen, your favorite New Jersey realtor, and today I'm gonna break down the latest trends being seen across the nation that will impact your timeline on when you start getting serious about that dream house you've been thinking about. If you time things just right, you could save yourself a huge amount of money on your next big purchase. The information I'm gonna share with you today comes from Redfin, and this is the current write-up on the 4 weeks ending on May 1st, 2022. Some agents might be telling you that the asking prices for homes are coming down, and that is true. But we need to look beneath the surface to understand what is really going on in the real estate market right now. We are seeing that 15% of sellers have dropped their asking price of their homes in the last 4 weeks. That's up from 9% at the same time a year ago in 2021. So home sellers are starting to back off on asking for those giant prices a little bit more quickly these days. But the fact remains that prices are still through the roof all over the place. Even with those seller prices coming down, if you are a home buyer, you are still getting blasted by high mortgage payments. We see that the typical mortgage payment for a new home purchase is up 42% from where it was a year ago. This is the highest jump from 1 year to the next since Redfin started keeping these statistics back in 2015. If that number 42% doesn't mean much to you, I want you to think of it this way. Let's say I bought a new house in May 2021. My monthly mortgage payment was $2,000. Now you come along and you're buying the exact same house in May 2022, but mortgage payments have gone up by 42%, which means your monthly mortgage payments is $2,840. That's huge. That's an extra of $840 per month leaving your pocket. This is equivalent to you paying $10,000 more per year for the exact same house. The big increase in monthly payment largely due to the mortgage rate sitting at 5.27% as of May 1st. It was 2.9% just a year ago, and it has been climbing up every single month in 2022. The last time it broke the 5% mark was in April of 2010, when the housing market was in a free fall. That is the kind of an increase that is going to have a lot of people shying away from buying right now. A lot of people are going to wait it out and put another year into the home they're already in, or keep on renting and hope that the landlords are kind to them and do not start demanding more money every month. If you want to see how high rent prices went up in the US, just click right here and watch the newest video that I published about the rent prices in the US. Before I go on, I just want to thank you for taking the time today to watch this video. If you like what you're hearing, please do me a favor and hit the like button and considering subscribe so you will not miss when we drop a new video. Now, if you've been around for a while, you might be thinking about what happened the last time home prices kept going higher and higher and mortgage payments went through the roof. That was back in 2008 when the US real estate bubble burst. Prices had hit all-time highest in 2006, and everybody and their brother was getting qualified for mortgages, even if they couldn't really afford it. By early 2008, you were seeing the largest drop in the US home sales in 25 years. By the end of the year, we had a lot more than 3 million foreclosures. Home prices totally bottomed out by 2012, but all of those banks were desperate to get whatever they could for the homes they foreclosed on. They had started bleeding money from all of those default loans. People who had waited out the bubble bursting were able to scoop and incredible properties at a huge discount as a result. Are we about to see the same thing happen in the current housing situation when prices and mortgage payments are so high? Are all those people paying enormous amount of money for homes and spending way more than the market value going to be able to avoid foreclosure? There are some really interesting statistics out there pointing to another real estate bubble possibly popping in the near future. For starters, we are seeing that pending home sales are cooling off. They are down 4% from this time last year, and it's been the biggest drop since the middle of February 2022. The number of homes that are actively listed on the market is also down by quite a lot. If I'm being honest with you, they are down 18% lower than a year ago at this time. That's really notable because the summer is traditionally the biggest season of the home sales. So if the number of houses on the market on a peak selling time is down, maybe things are starting to cool off a little bit. New listings of homes are also down 6% from a year earlier. This isn't a blip on the radar either. The number of the new listings has been declined since the middle of March. What this is telling me is that while most homes out there are going quickly and being sold above asking price, you're also seeing those prices drift down closer to the asking price. If you're looking to get a deal on your next home, the last things you want to is get into a bidding war with another potential homeowners. The fact that we are seeing price reduction pretty consistently suggested that the demand is starting to drop and homeowners are not being able to set prices that are really far beyond the market value. If moving is a priority for you right now, hopefully you can avoid a bidding war with those record high prices. If you have some wiggle room for when you want to be in a new house, keep your eyes open on these trends going forward. Deciding to buy a house in 2022, it's still a gamble. But if you practice patience, you might start seeing some bigger drops in the months to come. Do not forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.